Hello and welcome back to another Top 10. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 richest women in the world. Combined, these 10 women have a net worth of over $400 billion, roughly the same as Singapore's GDP in 2019. Strangely, no women are in the top 10 richest people in the world. But also, whilst 9 of the 10 top richest men in the world are self-made, only 2 of the top 10 richest women in the world are self-made. The rest made their wealth through inheritance or marriage and subsequent divorce. Before we dig deeper into the video, make sure you click the subscribe and like button so you don't miss out on our awesome content. Number 10. Fan Hongwei. Fan Hongwei is one of the few self-made women on this list. Fan made her fortune through her chemical fiber company, Hengli Petrochemicals, which has manufacturing sites all over China. According to the China Daily, Hongwei, a graduate of Nanjing Normal University, is the 4th richest woman in China, and she has a personal fortune of $6 billion as of April 2020. However, this is supplemented by her husband, fellow billionaire Chen Jianzhua, who is the head of Hengli's holding company. She currently resides in Wuxia, China and holds Chinese citizenship. Fan is a very private individual and doesn't feature much in the media. Would you rather be rich or famous? Comment down below which you would have rather given to you tomorrow. $10 million or 1 million followers on Instagram. Now let's continue with the video. At number 9, we have Lorraine Powell Jobs. As you may have guessed, Lorraine is the widow of Steve Jobs, the genius co-founder of Apple. She met Steve at Stanford where he was giving a guest lecture. When he died in 2011, Lorraine inherited billions in Apple and Disney stocks. It's fair to say that since Jobs died, these two stocks have exploded, with Apple stock alone increasing by 1,047% in the last decade since Steve Jobs died, allowing Lorraine to purchase a minority stake in the Washington Wizards NBA team. All of this has left Lorraine with an estimated net worth of $23 billion. She is also well known as the founder of the Emerson Collective Foundation, which she launched with an initial gift equivalent to $1.2 billion. The Emerson Collective advocates for education reform, environmental conservation, and social redistribution. The collective is also a major donor to the Democratic Party candidates including Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. However, Lorraine has been criticized for the lack of transparency around these activities. If you watch until the end of this video, you will not believe how much money the richest woman in the world has. In the number 8 spot, we have Zhuang Hejuan. Zhuang is another self-made billionaire, also from China. Zhuang leads a Chinese pharmaceutical company, Hanshou Pharmaceuticals, which had its IPO in Hong Kong in 2019. This caused Zhuang's net worth to increase from $1.6 billion in 2019 to a staggering $14.6 billion in 2020. Zhuang is the founder and controlling stakeholder and chairman of Hanshou Medicinal, the publicly traded Chinese drug manufacturer. Before Zhuang Hejuan became a self-made pharmaceutical matriarch worth over $14.6 billion, she was a chemist. Zhuang's husband is also a pharma billionaire called Sun Pyongyang, although he's involved in a separate company. This power couple, as a result, has a massive influence over Chinese pharmaceuticals. At number 7, Suzanne Clatton. Between Suzanne Clatton and her brothers, Stefan Quandt, they control around 40% of the car maker BMW. This is thanks to their mother being the third wife of Herbert Quandt, who helped make BMW the brand it is today. In addition, Clatton is the sole owner of Altana, a pharmaceutical company started by her grandfather, whose ex-wife married Nazi propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, which he transformed into the world-class operation it is today thanks to her MBA coupled with her background in economics. Clatton is German and currently resides in Bad Homburg, Germany. Her net worth peaked at $25 billion in 2018, but has fallen since to $16.8 billion as of 2020. Number 6. Jacqueline Mars. As you may have guessed by the unusual surname, Jacqueline Mars is the granddaughter of the founder of Mars, whose wide array of confectionery brands include Milky Way, Mars, Twix, and Snickers. Her stake in the Mars family has made her the world's 52nd richest female and America's 26th richest person. With a net worth of over $28.9 billion, Jacqueline currently owns 1/3 of Mars, with the other 2/3 shared by her brothers and their descendants. One of Jacqueline's children, Stephen Badger, is the chairman of the board of directors at Mars. Jacqueline's also well known for philanthropy, a staple for wealthy individuals as it helps offset the anger many people have towards rich people. Most notably, Jacqueline is on the board of the Smithsonian, one of the largest museums in the USA, if not the world. Number 5. Yang Huayan. With a net worth of 33 billion, our number 5 spot is occupied by Yang Huayan. Yang holds a 57% stake in the real estate developer Country Garden Holdings, which was given to her by her father in 2007. The company specializes in low-cost properties, but those which are still an upgrade on existing properties in the area. This approach has allowed them to have projects in over 300 cities across China. She is the richest of the 3 Chinese women we have on this list, and the only one who is not self-made. Whilst she has actively worked on increasing her net worth, the vast majority she inherited, giving her a self-made rating of 2. Yang also chairs Bright Scholar Education Holdings, a Chinese education company which was successful enough to go public on the New York Stock Exchange in 2007. Yang currently lives in Fushan, China, and also at 39, she is the youngest person on our list of the top 10 richest women in the world. Number 4. Julia Koch. Julia Koch inherited 42% stake in Koch Industries, a well-known chemical company valued at around 45 billion. When her husband David Koch died in August 2019, originally starting off as an assistant to the fashion designer Adolfo, Julia was able to work with many of Adolfo's top clients, including Nancy Reagan when she was the first lady. Julia donated $10 million to Mount Sinai Medical Center and another $10 million to Stanford's Children's Hospital to fund research into food allergies. David Koch was a well-known donor towards the Republican Party. The Koch family did not donate to either of Trump's presidential campaigns, continued donations to other Republican candidates. Number 3. Mackenzie Scott. Mackenzie Scott is the ex-wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world. After 25 years of marriage, the couple's divorce was finalized in mid-2019, at the time of making them both the richest man and the woman in the world. As per the terms of the divorce agreement, Mackenzie received 4% of Amazon, a stake equivalent to around $58.1 billion. Within a year of divorcing Bezos, Mackenzie announced that she had already donated $1.7 billion to 119 different non-profit groups. Mackenzie also signed the Giving Pledge, which states that the signer will give away around half of their net worth during their lifetime. In Mackenzie's case, that equates to a whopping $29 billion. I could do with a tiny bit of that. Comment down below, what would you do with $29 billion? Buy a house, a tiger, a jet ski? The possibilities are literally endless. Occupying our number 2 spot, we have Alice Walton. Alice is the only daughter of Sam Walton, who founded the legendary store Walmart. Unlike her brothers, Rob and Jim, Alice never worked for Walmart, preferring to focus her efforts and $68 billion net worth on art. In 2011, Alice opened the Crystal Bridges Museum of the American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas. This museum is filled with pieces by A-list artists, including Norman Rockwell, who aims to fix America's broken healthcare system, which she is doing through the opening of a holistic health institute in Bentonville. What's more interesting is Rob Walton, Jim Walton, and Alice Walton, the 3 Walmart descendants, have more than $163 billion in total assets. According to the Forbes reports, that's about $87 billion more than the second richest family in America, the Koch, where we mentioned a part of her family in the spot number 4. Finally, the one you've all been waiting for. At number 1, we have Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, the richest woman and the richest European on this list. Like her compatriot Bernard Arnault, she is the heiress to one of France's most illustrious and distinctive companies, L'Oréal. Personally, Bettencourt-Meyers owns 1/3 of L'Oréal and is chairwoman of the holding company. Surprisingly, it was an intense battle to assume this wealth due to a number of her mother's scandalous actions, including an anti-Semitic father to founder of L'Oréal and husband, tax evasion and cash payments to members of Nicolas Sarkozy's government in 2007. Françoise went to court and accused Françoise-Marie Bernier, a socialite, of taking advantage of her mother's fatality. The court ruled that the senior Bettencourt had dementia, so Françoise was awarded her mother vast wealth, which was not well received by her mother. Well, there you have it, the top 10 richest women in the world. Were you surprised by any of the inclusions on our list? Do you think that there are some women who will be on there soon? Comment down below your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and also hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our awesome content. That's all from us now, and we'll see you in the next video.